Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Mavericks. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Mavs Clippers is next. We'll be right back. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard against Hardaway. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. George dishes to Beverley. Looking for George. He gets it there. And he uses the glass on the layup.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Beverley against Doncic. And that one drops for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They recover it.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis at the elbow. Launches a 3, and there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Leonard looking over the floor. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Outside Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up. And Leonard gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Doncic outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Porzingis and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
The first free throw is good.
Problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Zubac. The pass to George. Clock at 6. A floater, and it's good on the way in.
And Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kleber with the bucket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Up top, Leonard. Here's Zubac. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the first one at the line is good.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Both free throws good from Doncic. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts at maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Mavericks leading by 3. Porzingis with the ball. George picks him up. Outside, Porzingis over to the left wing. Brunson. And that's an air ball. Not even close. George against Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
They throw good, Paul George.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Richardson, no luck. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Jackson finds George. And that one drops. George has got 9.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And he gets the bucket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 10. And the rejection by Ibaka. Jackson with it. And it's Richardson picking him up.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Richardson. Back to Brunson. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. George against Doncic. He feeds it to Powell. And there it is for him. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Jackson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Now here's Richardson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Doncic against George. Now here's Doncic. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. Unable to get that one. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. It's good old-fashioned basketball. It's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Zubac. Outside Leonard. They get the rebound. Here's Zubac. Outside for Jackson. And the Clippers miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
You think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Now here's Cauley Stein. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jackson down low. Richardson covering. Mavericks trail by 5. Hardaway passes to Richardson. Back to Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either. Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Beverley wide open. Second chance shot, and it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Bounce pass, Cauley Stein. Beverley against Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. trying to get something going. Dallas again missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Passes it to Kleber. Outside Hardaway. Sinks that one from the post. Hardaway has got 5 now.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
And here's Jackson. He's got 8. With the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got the lead back up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Here's Richardson. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Richardson, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Offensive rebound. Over Hardaway. Again, Los Angeles.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Kleber. Richardson outside. Outside Hardaway. Over Morris. Bank shot. No good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 13-point game. To the left wing. Back to Richardson. Here's Kleber. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson passes to Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Porzingis. 5 points in the game. Richardson outside. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Clippers leading by 13. Looking to get it going. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high-percentage chances.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. That free throw good from Porzingis. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 17-5 run here. George with the ball. He's got 9. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks trail by 12. .121 left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Powell, and the shot goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Clippers leading by 10. Outside, George. And here's Leonard from 3. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. And so here is Dallas to the middle. Here's Doncic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 5.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Doncic outside. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Clippers?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, how'd you think the Mavericks were playing?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Mavericks trail by 9, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. The offensive rebound. Here's Porzingis. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. George has got 13 points.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
First free throw is good.
And Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Hardaway. Here's Doncic. He's got 15. Outside, Porzingis. Offensive rebound, Kleber. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now, let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Clippers leading by 13. Inside, here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is something that you really want Pat Beverly to improve upon when he's distributing the ball. He's making everybody better.
Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Doncic against Beverly. Pass to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got his third basket of the night.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
George passes to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And the defender was slow reacting, didn't fully account for Kawhi's quickness. Slow played him and gets to the free throw line.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 18. To the paint. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Melly's got his first points of the night.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Sure. And yes, it's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
There's the pass to Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Richardson on the wing, defended by George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Josh Richardson, continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And Richardson drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 13. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kwahi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Stolen by Jackson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic feeling it out. From deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. Jackson against Hardaway. Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 20. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Rondo against Brunson. The feed to Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. A 3-ball. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. No good on the fast break pull-up.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Morris finds Jackson. Doncic against Rondo. Doncic with the steal. To the right side. Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break. Here's Rondo. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Great execution in the transition game. You can count on Rondo to run the break and find a way to capitalize.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 22.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic against Morris. Clippers leading by 19 points. At the elbow, Batum. Jackson looking around, cans it from downtown. Jackson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Rondo. And here is Doncic. And Brunson has it in the corner.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Pass to Rondo. Shot clock at 3. No one near him. The Clippers rebound. Morris outside. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dallas moving it around. And Kleba slams it in.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Beverly. Here's Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Zubac. So, for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris, and Georgia subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Second free throw, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Yep, it counts.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Leonard against Doncic. And the rejection by Zubac. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Here's the 3. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 19. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doncic against Zubac. Outside, Porzingis. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. Beverly finds Batum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. Both free throws good from Batum. Mavericks trailed by 21. Doncic outside. The shot's good.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Now Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
The free throw drops for Leonard. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Out to Porzingis from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Zubac. Leonard draws the double. Back to Zubac. He kicks to George. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the ball. Now the Mavericks moving it up. No good from Finney-Smith. Los Angeles leading by 19. Here's Beverly, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night, just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverly. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Zubac. To the inside. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Beverly looking around. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Leonard against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Hardaway Jr. with a show of strength, who got to the inside there and then converted through the contact.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
Now here's Beverly. George, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Porzingis with the rebound. Tries again. No good on that one. Mavericks trail by 18. Passes to Kleba. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard kicks to George. Gets a very good look and converts. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 20. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 4 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Reggie Jackson.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now Leonard, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Leonard with the bucket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. High post, Zubats. Beverly the pass to George. Morris with the ball. Outside Leonard. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Doncic outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Kwahi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time